Hey, what is going on, guys? It is Young here, and today I'm back in our Fortnite video. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks to help you guys improve at editing, because I know a lot of you guys I've seen in my comment sections or seen on my live streams, a lot of you guys talking about you guys feel like you're not improving. So I want to show you guys some things that you can do to know for sure that you're going to be improving at this game, and it's going to help you guys out a ton because this is something that I do, and it's also been very, very effective no matter if I'm playing this game or playing Call of Duty back when back in the day. It didn't really matter. Everything still applies. These are the tips that I use to help myself improve no matter what aspect of the game I was working on. And before we get into the video, I have a weekly V-Buck giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 2,000 V-Bucks every week. So if you guys want a chance to enter that giveaway and win some free V-Bucks, all you guys have to do is to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on my post notifications so you guys get notified for every video. And also so you can see the winner of the giveaway, and as well leave a comment down below of either your Xbox gamer tag, your PSN gamer tag, or Epic account, and you'll be automatically entered into the giveaway for a chance to win 2,000 free V-Bucks. So make sure you guys do enter, and alright guys, let's go right to the video. Alright, so real quick, I know you guys will ask me, so here's just the current settings that I'm using as far as my controller settings, just legacy, X and Y, all that kind of stuff. So this is all the settings that I have, but it's not really related to the video. So I really wanted to be talking about how to improve at editing, and this really worked for anything, whether it's editing, building, game. It really doesn't matter. Anything in the game, this is a strategy that I use, or a technique that really does help me out a ton and really allows me to see improvement, because I know I've had a lot of messages from you guys saying that you've played the game for a little while and you really haven't seen any improvement. So I want to give you guys a really clear and easy way to not only improve at the game, but really so you can see your improvement, so you know you're actually improving at the game, not that you're just playing the game every single day and you not really feel like you're going anywhere. So, and the reason why I want to show editing, because editing is probably one of the easiest ways to really see improvement. And so this is going to be a really easy way to guarantee you see improvement. So just for an example, right? And the one thing you want to do, I guess, like before I get into it, is you really want to have a set goal on kind of the improvement that you want to have. So for instance, I'm just setting up a few walls here, and say for editing, you really want to improve your editing, and say for example, maybe you're just starting out, you're a beginner, whatever the case may be. So maybe you can only edit 3 walls in a row, and after the third one you keep messing up, and you feel like you're doing that over and over again. So you can get about 3 times before you mess up. And so what you want to do is, maybe for, I guess, that day, is really to practice doing as many as you can in a row. So I guess like the 3 that day, and then for tomorrow, the day after, what you want to do is you want to bump that up to 4. So on the next day, as tomorrow, then you'd want to do 4, and then the day after you want to do 5, the day after that do 6. So the key is you always want to try to do a little bit more or a little bit better every single day. That way, by the end of the week, you can see a major improvement. So you actually see that you're improving at the game, that it's not just mindlessly practicing, and you're actually going to see improvement towards the game. And of course, editing a wall is super simple. There could be a lot of other ways as well that I show you that you can practice. Maybe you get good at that, then you can practice placing a wall and then editing it through. Of course, I just messed up right there. But what you want to do is you want to always try to improve on a certain aspect. I think the best way to go about it is, because there's so many different mechanics, so many different things in the game, and if you want to improve, you want to focus on one specific thing at a time. You don't want to try to improve at like 15 different things. It's just not going to work out, and you're not going to improve very quickly. So what you want to do is you want to maybe find the, I guess, one edit or maybe 2 edits that you feel like you have the most trouble with, where it could be just like a simple edit on the wall. Maybe when you edit the top 3 squares, you feel like you choke those in game. Just find 2 edits, and you can find 1 or 2 edits that you feel like you struggle out the most. And then for that, I guess the next couple of days or maybe even week, just specifically practice those 2 edits every single day. And then you want to constantly try to improve. I guess in a row, you'd set up a bunch of walls, and you want to constantly do that edit over and over again. And every single day, you want to get to a little bit further, and you want to have a goal. So like maybe that day you get 4, then the next day you get 5, and then the day after that you get 6. So that's why you can always see improvement, and that's why it's really important that you have some sort of, I guess, goal or some sort of thing that you want to accomplish. As many, I guess, the amount of walls and the amount of edits that you want to do in a row, because that way you can really see that you're improving, and you don't feel like you're not improving at the game. You're putting a bunch of time in, and this is something that I do a ton. I always try to look to improve just a little bit more every single day. Of course, you're not going to be able to do it drastically, and also it takes a decent amount of time to practice as well, because it's better that you practice 10 minutes a day for a week than to just put 70 minutes in one day. That's just, I don't know why that works, but it's just, I guess it's just how it works. I don't really know exactly the reasoning behind it, but you're better off practicing maybe 10-15 minutes a day versus putting in like an hour and a half at one time. And I feel like also at the same time, if you're playing for like 5 hours, you're probably at that point, your brain's going to get a little bit fatigued, and you're just not going to be as efficient, I guess you can say, as efficient as you normally would when you just start. So it's better off that you practice for, and you can even do like 10 minutes. You really don't have to do more than that. You just like practice for like 10 minutes a day for a week. I guarantee you try to see improvements every single time. Because even for myself, when I practice editing, I could not practice editing for like 2 hours. Literally, I think after probably about 30 minutes, my fingers feel like they want to fall off. Maybe you guys have different minds than me, but at least for me, I don't mind practicing editing, but I can only do it for like a certain amount of time before my fingers start to hurt a little bit. So I usually just practice editing maybe like 10 minutes a day, 15 at most. And I also practice other things as well. It's not just editing. I practice some building, maybe practice. There was one thing I was trying to think, because I really had like a video specifically for editing on this one, because when it comes to aiming is a really big thing. I think it's one of the most important parts of the game, especially for you guys who play controller. It's the most important part of the game for you guys, and I can't really think of a way to really judge improvement. Of course, you can practice aiming every single day, but I don't really know if there's a way to really judge how accurate you are, because when you do like aiming courses and stuff, it really isn't like the most beneficial. Because it's not like bad by any means, but like in an actual game, you have people jumping every single direction. It's very unpredictable. It's a lot harder to hit people when you're at 20 HP and you have one shot in your clip versus you have a full mag, 200 HP, and you're shooting at like a robot that's super predictable. It's very different, and you're going to be panicking a little bit more. And also, it's really important that everything you practice, you also want to practice it in game as well. And that's kind of why you pick the edits that you struggle with the most in game, because when you're in actual game, it is a little bit harder, because I mean, I can edit all day in creative, but as soon as you get into a game and you're down at 5 HP, you're getting shot from 3 different teams, your accuracy is going to be a little bit off, your editing is going to be a little bit off, and you're more likely to end up messing up your shots. And I think that's a good reason why I see a lot of good players in creative, but as soon as they play a pub game, I mean, they're just all over the place, their shots can't hit. It's just because there's a lot more, I guess there's a lot more to it when you play public matches, or you're getting shot from like 3 different directions, you're low in HP. And because like when you have low HP and you're kind of stuck in those type of situations, you have to play a little bit different. You can't play as quick or as, I guess, efficiently as you want to. So you have to play based on the things that you have. And once you do that, then you kind of have to go for some weird shots. You have to, try to hit some like weird flick shot from a crazy angle. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You can't go for the straightforward shot. Just probably not going to end up working. So you have to get a little bit more creative with it when it comes to games. So a good rule of thumb is like when you practice and say you have edits really, really down, just expect to not have those edits every single time in actual games, because it is a little bit different when you actually have pressure on you. It's going to cause you to miss more shots, going to cause you to not be as good. But as long as you're in, I guess, creative, as long as you see improvement as far as your editing goes, then it will translate to games eventually. So as long as you see improvement, I feel like that's a big reason why people feel like they're not improving, because maybe they feel like they're improving when they play like creative, but when they get to actual games, it's kind of not the exact same thing. So that could also be like a big reason why. But you really want to have some sort of standard that you can really see yourself improving. Otherwise, it's just not going to be a good time. You're going to feel like you're not getting better, even though you played the game since like season 2, and you feel like you're the exact same thing as like 3 seasons ago. And I feel like that sometimes, because I even for me, I still have losing streaks from time to time, and it's kind of frustrating. I play this game every day and I still end up choking edits, because like I said, I play this game all the time, and I still cannot hit every single edit perfectly. So no matter how many times you practice, you're still gonna end up making a decent amount of mistakes. But at the end of the day, as long as you're improving every single day, you're gonna get better at the game, and you're going to be making less mistakes over time. Because you'll still make mistakes, but the goal is to make the least amount of mistakes possible and to improve very quickly at this game. So those are going to be my tips for improving at this game, and also when it comes to editing as well. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. This is something that I do personally, and it has been very effective for me throughout, I guess, the course of playing Fortnite. But anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you guys could, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on my post notifications so you guys can get notified for every single new video. And alright guys, I'll see you next video.